Well, I'm wearing this shirt, so that can only mean one thing. I'm finally making a new video, and it just so happens to be my series discussion on Percy Jackson and the Olympians / the Heroes of Olympus by Riordan. So I'm going to go through lots of stuff, mini reviews, questions, lots of spoilers. So if you haven't read each series in its entirety, just so you know there will be spoilers, but let's be honest, it's all about what happens in between, so I'll be spoiling like the main plot lines and stuff, but I'd still recommend them, and you can watch this if you've like read the first 5 or one of them, you know, it's up to you. I'm just warning you that there are spoilers, so don't blame me. Moving on. As you guys know, the first book in the Percy Jackson The Heroes of Olympus series, first book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, The Lightning Thief by Riordan. I initially got this copy like right when it came out. I think this is the bargain copy. It's somewhere, and then I won this in some writing contest. This was honestly one of my favorites of the first series. It might be my favorite, but yeah, I'd say this one is pretty much my favorite. Awesome plot, cool characters, just, yeah, it's pretty indescribable. So 5 stars, this one. Then I had to wait a year, and The Sea of Monsters came out. This is the shortest one. So The Sea of Monsters by Riordan is obviously the sequel to The Lightning Thief. I really like this one. It was actually my favorite at the time. I don't know, this was a while ago. I was in 3rd grade back when I started it. This was definitely my go-to series. I had to go get all of them the day they came out. Same awesome plot, love the characters. Thalia comes in, and I love the cover. So Sea of Monsters gets 5 stars. Next one is of course The Titan's Curse by Riordan. I mean, they're all by Riordan. I really like Bianca and Nico D'Angelo. I think they were awesome additions to the awesome characters and the awesome plot in the story. I love it all. So, like, I don't know how to describe or talk about it, so I'll just say The Titan's Curse, of course, gets 5 stars. Spoiler alert, they all do. Now, the Battle of the Labyrinth. Things are getting interesting. Percy's finally going into high school in this one, if I remember correctly. Loved this one, and I especially love the cover of this one with the maze and the fire and the sword, because Percy's awesome. So I gave 5 stars to the Battle of the Labyrinth by Riordan. And then everything ends in The Last Olympian, or so we thought. I'm not sure I like this one as much, but I gave it 5 stars still. I love the action and all the characters and the story, lots of great twists. Everything builds up to this moment in this book, so yeah. The last scene in The Last Olympian, when Percy and Annabeth finally get together, because that's what the whole series has been building up to. Amazing conclusion to an amazing series. Luke. 5 stars to The Last Olympian. Yeah. And then, of course, the Heroes of Olympus series start getting a little thicker with the Lost Hero. All new characters, which I love almost just as much. Jason, Piper, and Leo connected with me immediately, and I am so excited to see more of them in the Mark of Athena. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you've all already seen my review of this, so I don't think I have much to say, but in that review I gave it 100 out of 100, so now I'm here to clarify it's 5 stars. As well as The Son of Neptune by Riordan, which is the 2nd book in the Heroes of Olympus series. Just as thick, pretty much. Percy's back in this one, and he has no memory. Still doing that. So yeah, you've seen my review of this too. I love it, and the Mark of Athena needs to come soon, or this year, guys. Just this year. This one came out last year. So this is the newest one. 5 stars to The Son of Neptune. However, I do not like Hazel and Frank as much as I liked Annabeth and Grover. Just for the record. However, they were okay. I also have the Demigod Files by Riordan, which is just short stories and interviews, pictures, mazes, I guess. Crossword puzzles, Short stories are cool. Nothing really to say about this. And The Ultimate Guide, which is by Mary Jane Knight, I believe. Am I wrong? It is just The Ultimate Guide, pretty much, with lots of guide stuff. So, yeah. I actually really want to reread these because I don't remember a lot. I'll get to it eventually. Okay, Q&A time. Pretty much gave you guys a month to ask me questions regarding these two series, and a lot of you did. I printed them out and there's like 2 pages, which is a lot for me. So the first question is from Jimmy on Goodreads, also the book Kid 1010. I have a bubble in my throat now. Question is, what is your favorite in the series? And I'm gonna have to go with the Lightning Thief, even though it's a hard decision, because I pretty much like them equally. Like, they're all 5 stars on the same level. I really like them all, but no one can take away your first experience reading The Lightning Thief, am I right? So the next question is from Book YA Review, the book Kid 1010, and also Jimmy on Goodreads. Jimmy on Goodreads is not his username, it's a Jimmy on Goodreads. What is my least favorite? And I don't know. The first one that comes to my mind is The Last Olympian, and I don't really have a reason. If I have to pick one, I'm gonna pick this one, but I don't want to classify it as my least favorite anything. Oh. Why? The next question is from 340 Karate Kid, and the book Kid 1010 is, what is my favorite scene in the series? And something happened to the footage of this question, so I will answer it here. I look like a devil with horns. Is that better? No? No, I don't think so. Alright, I'm gonna answer the question. My favorite scene would have to be when Percy rejects his offer to be a god. It just really shows his loyalty to his friends and stuff. And also, if he became a god, it would make the story not go where it is today, and I like where it is, kind of. Yeah, I'm glad that he didn't pick it. I think it was a very good scene, so yeah. I'm gonna go back to professional lighting and good camera. Ooh, this one. Alright. Who's my favorite character? And this question was asked by Hale J. Rowe, the book Kid 1010, and Jimmy from Goodreads. Well, in The Son of Neptune, I really liked Ella. Other than that, Percy. Yeah, Percy. Book YA Review wants to know if I could spend a day with a non-main character, who would it be? Ella, but could we make it like just a few hours? Cause she would probably get obnoxious. What are my opinions on Rachel Elizabeth Dare? Hale J. Rowe wants to know. Hale J. Rowe wants to know. It rings. I actually really like her character. And I wish I would have come up with that back when I was doing like favorite characters. But now, yeah, I really like her character, and she's cool, like how she can do that stuff. I sound like a person who hasn't even read it. No memory. Gosh, I don't know, like I don't have an opinion on her. Bless you. I just think in some situations she needs to stay away from Percy, because he's Annabeth's, not hers. But I like her character, and I think it's cool what she can do. Next question. Would I rather be a god or a demigod? This question was asked by Jimmy on Goodreads and another username that I am not going to repeat. Well, not on camera. Sorry, I would rather be a demigod because demigods are cooler and they can do powerful stuff and they don't have to have the stress of being a god. However, gods have much more power, but you know that being a demigod is pretty cool. I'd rather be a demigod so I could go to Camp Half-Blood and chill out with everyone there. But if I could be a god, which one would I be? This question was asked by Yo I'm Awesome and of course Jimmy on Goodreads. I don't know, probably like Poseidon because he's all nice and stuff. I don't know. Which god would I be the child of? This question was asked by Rachel is Dobby's friend and Hale J. Rowe. I'm very musical and art stuff, except I'm bad at art, okay. Yeah, I can't like draw and stuff, but I like the arts, I guess is what you call them. So, what would that be, Artemis? Wait, no, that's Apollo. Yeah, I'd be Apollo, probably. Yeah. Okay. Do I prefer Camp Half-Blood or Camp Jupiter? Jimmy on Goodreads and Rachel is Dobby's friend. I'm gonna have to go with Camp Half-Blood because I've known of it longer and I don't like Camp Jupiter as much. I think everything is like falling apart while they're at Camp Jupiter, so it doesn't really give me a chance to like that camp. But Camp Half-Blood would have to win for me. Rachel is Dobby's friend wants to know, are there more camps? I don't know. That is a topic that would have to be taken up between you and Riordan, but I'm going to say no. So I'm sorry that there are probably none, like in the UK. You know what? Yes, there could be if there's like more gods, different kinds, but I mean he's already done the Cain Chronicles on the Egyptians, so I'm not sure what other cards he would play. So yeah, it's a possibility that there could be more camps, yeah, in the UK for sure. And Tra66, Rachel is Dobby's friend, and Jimmy from Goodreads want to know, what are my opinions on the movie? The Percy Jackson movie, starring Logan Lerman. I thought it was an okay movie, but it wasn't that great of a book-to-movie adaptation. It kind of veered off the plot a little bit, to be honest. I still think it was a good movie, and it was entertaining, and it was kind of funny. And the acting was okay, and the special effects, they were good. But, yeah, my opinions on the next movie, well, let's be honest, this one came out years ago, and Logan Lerman is already, like, in his 20s by now. He's probably, like, 19. And if they continue, since there's already 7 books out and there's going to be at least 10, Logan Lerman is going to be a senior citizen by the time they get to the doors of death. So if they are continuing, which some of you have said that they are, I think they need to quicken the pace. Especially since they already had to change Percy's age, which screws everything up because he's supposed to turn 16 and stuff is supposed to happen, and he was already 16, and it just is a big pile of suckishness. So those are my thoughts on the movie. Who got me started on this series? This question was asked by 340 Karate Kid and Galassia Cartakia. Not exactly sure how to pronounce your username. I kinda got myself started. I mean, I saw it online. I saw the bargain. So I was like, hey, this is a bargain and I need new stuff. So I picked it up and I was like, hey, this is a series. So I got the second one and here I am. Yep, that's pretty much how it went. Book YA Review wants to know, how long did it take me to read either series? For the Heroes of Olympus, it's this one, and this one, they took me a little less than 2 weeks each because of school and stuff. I can't just sit there and pull an all-nighter and stuff, although I did do that with The Last Olympian. Pretty much finished this one in one night. Other than that, I really didn't care about reading that much like before. I mean, I did, I just didn't set aside time. I just did it whenever I had time. I don't remember, honestly. I'm gonna guess it was about a month each because I was young, and then it got faster each time. I don't really know, but I can tell you for sure about the previous two. Dark Calling 95 wants to know about my opinions on the narration change from book 5 to book 1, I guess, if that makes sense. I like Percy's first person, but since it's gonna be other people, Percy's the only one that belongs in first person to me. I like the third person, it makes it easier, kind of. I don't mind it, I like it either way. I think the Percy Jackson series was a good starting out, and now it's getting kind of messed up, but kind of awesome with this new series. Bumblesbee wants to know if he should read these. Yeah, you probably should. Like now, instead of watching this, which, why are you doing that anyway? Dark Calling 95 asked, which series has cooler covers? I'm gonna have to say the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. I do like the covers. They're not the typical YA stuff, you know, and there's more to choose from in this series. Oh, falling. Ow! Oh my. That hurt. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say this series because there's just more to choose from, I guess, and they are cool. So I guess I'll have to find out when the 5th Heroes of Olympus one comes out, because I can't really fairly judge that now. But so far it's this one. Jimmy from Goodreads wants to know Percy versus Jason. And of course Percy, I've just known Percy longer. I only knew Jason for 1 and kind of 2 books. So Percy wins that one. Annabeth versus Piper. Annabeth. Rachel is Dobby's friend. Asks, is Annabeth on the ship from Camp Half-Blood? And she better be. That's all I'm gonna say. She better be. Because that's the whole cliffhanger of Annabeth seeing Percy. So she better be. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Rick's not gonna make us wait a year. Wow, did I just do that? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Rick's not gonna make us wait a year and then, oh no, Annabeth's not on the ship for whatever reason. He's not that kind of author. Antra66 and EverF98 want to know, what are my opinions on the Leo/Sammy situation? I honestly have no clue. I mean, Leo could be like a descendant, but then he wouldn't be identical to him, right? And he can't really be like a frozen Sammy, like cryogenically frozen across the universe style, but because Leo has a whole backstory, but like, I'm trying to think of what could be going on here. I'm not sure, but I think it's crazy, and it's a good cliffhanger. So that was a good one for Rick. Good on you and stuff. Leaving me hanging. DC Basketball 13 asks, Frank and Hazel or Hazel and Leo/Sammy? Well, Sammy is supposedly like old, but then Leo is there, so yeah, I think Frank and Hazel make a better couple because theirs is just less complicated. So I'm going to compile a few questions into one here, and I'm just going to use 3 words. Mark of Athena. What is going to happen? What's with the love triangles? How is it going to end? What cliffhangers will be resolved and which ones will not? And who is going to end up with who and what is going to happen? So yeah. Questions related to this were asked by Antraz66, GDCLA, Jimmy from Goodreads, Rachel is Dobby's friend, and Dark Calling 95. I wrote this down, let's see. Love triangles. Jason and Raina. Percy and Annabeth, obviously. Frank and Hazel. And how about Piper and Leo become a little Hermione and Ron? Yeah, or does that sound like fan fiction? I don't know what's gonna happen to Piper and Leo. Let's see, the ship's gonna land, there's gonna be a reunion, there's gonna be some fights, there's gonna be some plans, there's gonna be a mission, there's going to be red herrings, there's going to be distractions, there's going to be lots and lots of pages, there's probably going to be a cliffhanger, and they're probably not going to find the doors of death, considering there will be 5 books. That is what my voice sounds like when I am trying to breathe whilst talking, and it doesn't work. So that's all I can say, really. I think some stuff is going to happen. Some awkwardness between Hazel and Leo. Some awkwardness between Percy and Annabeth. Is this going to be an awkward book? Yes. Yes, it might very well be. And Charles66 wants to know what were my opinions on the ending of The Last Olympian. You know, I really liked it, how everything was resolved, and Percy becomes a hero, and Luke dies, and Grover gets promoted, I guess, and Percy and Annabeth, and everyone lives all happily ever after, until of course Rick writes another book, and then everything goes but I did love The Lost Hero. So I love this series. I love the Greek mythology, I love the Roman mythology, I love the characters, I love the plots, I love the stories, I love the adventures, and I just love this series. So my next series discussion will most likely be on the Hunger Games. Just so you know, I have my tickets. My friends and I are going to the midnight premiere. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. First series discussion, and I will see you guys this weekend, probably, or next week. Yeah. Stuff is gonna come your way. Alright. My conclusions are always so awkward because I feel like I always have to be saying more. Alright, I'm gonna end it. Bye.